What is going on, guys? Snickel here, and today I have another trophy talk for you. This is going to be for the week of September 15th, 2024, and it has been quite a successful last few weeks of trophy hunting. I feel like I haven't made too much progress, or I don't make enough progress during the week, but then like everything just kind of hits at once. So with that being said, we've made some great progress. We've done some great things. I want to note before we go any farther into the video that the game that I've gotten my most recent platinum on, which we will get to a little bit more in detail, 1-2 whopping word search. If you guys go watch the platinum video that was uploaded the other day, you can enter for a chance to win a code for either North America or Europe. Just watch the video, sub to the channel, like the video, leave your PSN and your preferred region in the comments, and I will pick somebody this weekend. I'm going to aim for Saturday. So anyway, with all of that out of the way, let's get into what I have been playing the last few weeks. So, where were we? I think I had just gotten done Knack, and I was working on Need for Speed Rivals. In between those, I did get this game, the Perplexing Orb Bounce Challenge. This was a game given to me by Eli over at Treefall Studios, and this was a good little game to play in between everything that I was playing. Just another Perplexing Orb game, and I think that's 4 of them now. But really fun games. If you guys have never played these, would definitely suggest it. This one is definitely the hardest out of all of them. They're not overly difficult, but this one, if I had to rate it compared to all the other ones, this one is definitely the hardest just because of the last world or stage that you have to do. You got to have some pretty precise jumping, and you only get a certain amount of tries to get it done. So it is a little difficult to get through, but I really enjoyed it. If you guys haven't, again, played it already, would highly suggest playing it. I'm going to keep my water over here just in case because I feel like I'm going to be thirsty. I don't know. We might have a lot of talking to get into here. Then coming up next, we have Need for Speed Rivals on the PlayStation 3. Finally got this done. My final thoughts on the game are kind of like, it's meh. Yeah, it's meh. I didn't hate it. I didn't like it. It gives off the vibes of like Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2010, which I really like that game. But then it gives off its own vibes that I'm not really vibing with. It's just very... It's interesting. So I played through the entire Racer campaign. I thought it was okay doing the challenges and stuff. It was a little frustrating just because like your race car, or when you're playing as a racer, your car, like, it feels like it has no health. And really, like, you can never, like, pause the game, right? To pause the game, you have to go into the garage. Now, luckily, you can have cops on you and enter the garage. If you had to lose the cops to enter the garage, this game would be, like, actually unplayable. So that is a plus side to it, but it is a little bit annoying because, like, if you're doing something and then you want to just pause the game real quick to, like, go do something else, or like if you're about to shit your pants and you need to like pause the game, you can't do that. You have to like get to a safe house to actually do that. So that's a little bit annoying from the racer perspective. But other than that, there was nothing really difficult about it, and getting through the ranks and doing all the challenges and everything really wasn't an issue at all. And you'll be able to get like all of the speed points and everything you need to get the upgrade, so there's nothing really to worry about there. Transitioning to the cop campaign, I enjoyed the cop campaign a lot more than the racer campaign. I just felt like the game felt more natural. At points, you did kind of feel OP as a cop, which like I feel like there's just balancing issues with like the health of the racer and the cop. Like, I should not feel OP as the cop, but then feel like defenseless as the racer. Like, there's got to be some sort of medium in between there. But this game definitely levies more towards like the cop experience and all of that. So, I mean, it is what it is. But I did play through the cop campaign and everything. I got a few of the random trophies done, like banking the 500,000 in one go. That was my last trophy. And then another trophy that I was kind of worried about was this Gold Master trophy, which was to earn 100 gold medals across both factions. Really was not difficult at all. By the time that I was about halfway through getting through the cop rank 60, I think that's when I had about gotten the 100 gold medals. Because as long as you're alternating the events that you're doing as you're ranking up as both the racer and the cop, you should get it with no problem at all. You can like keep replaying the same mission if you want to, but like I wouldn't do that. I would advise different ones so you can earn more gold medals. But other than that, it was fun. It was enjoyable. You know, Need for Speed. I haven't played a Need for Speed game in a while. The good news about this, in a way, well, I guess it's always good news because it's a platinum, but somewhat of good news about this is this actually gets done all of the Need for Speed games on the PlayStation 3 for me, which is great. You know, the PS3 ones being Undercover, Shift, Shift 2, The Run, Most Wanted, and Rivals, if you're going to stack it. I have all of those games platinumed and 100%, so that's pretty sweet. So the only games I need to do to get done the Need for Speed franchise, it's still a decent amount of games to get done the 100% of the entire franchise. I do need to get the Hot Pursuit remasters done, which I'm looking forward to playing those at some point. And then I need to do like Need for Speed 2015, I guess I need to do Rivals, then 2015, Payback, Heat, and Unbound. The only game that I have to play that's like considered last gen, if you want to consider that, is Need for Speed Most Wanted on the PSTV. So that's or Vita, but I'm going to play it on the PSTV. So that's probably going to be the next game that I play from the Need for Speed franchise. I don't know when that will happen, but my goal will probably be to do that next, and then I'll start to work back through everything else, and I'll probably just run right down the line. Like, I'll probably just do Rivals again, 2015, Payback, maybe throw in a Hot Pursuit, and then throw in the other Hot Pursuit stack. So, yeah, we're getting there. I mean, I'm not like... The thing with me and franchises, like, I like getting franchises done, don't get me wrong, but I don't like to, like, spearhead them and do them all, because I feel like if I was to just sit here and do every Need for Speed, like, I could sit here and do every Need for Speed and get it done in, like, a few months, right? But I would probably really hate the games if I did that, and I don't want to hate the games. And then also, like, I don't want to do them all and then, like, have nothing to do in the franchise, which sounds kind of weird. So I like to space them out in a way, but also I could see the positive of just, like, getting them all done at the same time. So we'll see. My next focus, like I said, is going to be Most Wanted. And maybe I'll do, like, Most Wanted and then Hot Pursuit Remastered and then work down the list and then go back to the other Hot Pursuit Remastered, because I do want to get the stacks of that. But, you know, we'll just see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. All in all, Rivals was fun. I'm glad that I'm done all the PS3 versions of that, of the Need for Speed games, because that's pretty huge. Then up next, we have Fallout 76. Snickel, what are you doing? What are you doing, Snickel? Why are we playing Fallout 70? Well, Fallout 76 was the next games as a service game that I wanted to play after Anthem. As you know, I like to play a games as a service game. I like to keep it kind of in the rotation of my games. And the last one that I had finished was Anthem. Great move from Anthem to Fallout 76. I know, right? Phenomenal move. But I played this for a few hours one night, maybe like 4 hours or so. I think last weekend was a double XP weekend. It's fine. But I enjoyed it. You know, it's really sad because I've never played through an entire Fallout game and platinumed an entire Fallout game, let alone a Bethesda game in general. At least I don't think so. Let me double check that before I eat my own words. Well, I guess technically Wolfenstein. I did play Wolfenstein, The New Order on the PS4. And yeah, that, and then like Wolfenstein 3D. That's really like the only thing that I've actually legitimately played from them. So yeah, I mean, it's interesting to play as my first experience. I don't know how I'm going to feel about that years down the line if I ever get around to playing, 3 New Vegas and 4. But from what I've played of it of like 4 hours, I didn't really mind it. I don't mind like monotonous collectible style games and stuff like that. So I don't think I'll have an issue playing it. Like, I kind of liked playing Anthem, and a lot of people said that they did not like playing Anthem. So, we'll just see how it goes. But like I said, I played for a little bit, got some stuff done, kind of getting used to the game, and I'll just play through, and then we'll start to worry about things. But I think right now I'm just gonna keep playing through the campaign or the main missions, and then see where that kind of puts me. But yeah. This'll come back soon. I'm not actively playing this at the moment just because of other things, but this will be coming back soon. Then up next, we have Astro's Playroom. We got the last, we got the last special. Oh, I couldn't think of the name. We got the last special bot that released about a week ago, a week and a half ago, something like that, September 4th. So I did hop on there, made a full collectible guide over on Trophy Hunters Gaming. So if you want to know where all 4 of those are, you can check that out. Link down in the description below. But got the last DLC done in Astro's Playroom, so that's pretty cool. I will not be getting Astro's Bot until it's, a little bit cheaper, or I should say Astrobot, not Astro's Bot. But got Astro's Playroom back to 100%. That's pretty cool. And that's that. Then up next, we have the game that I've been playing the most of, I would say, the last few weeks, which is Star Wars Outlaws. And I'm going to take a sip of water before we start talking about this. Not in a bad way, though. Not in a bad way. Star Wars Outlaws, where do I start with this? Let me start by saying I've put about 20 or so hours into the game. I'm on the second world right now, which is I couldn't even tell you the fucking name of it because it's been about a week since I played it. Please give me a second while I look. Kijimi. So we've gotten through Toshara. I have done all the main quests on Kijimi, and then I'm going to move to Tatooine and all that and kind of work through the rest of that, but I'm kind of doing like side quests and stuff right now and random trophies. What can I say about this game? Well, let me start with this. So, first of all, the people who were dogging on this game from release, I don't know why you were dogging on it. I know that it had some issues, right? So, like, there was issues with, like, game save problems from pre-launch and stuff. I can understand that, okay? That's annoying, right? You put, like, 20, 30, 40, 50 hours into a game, and it just doesn't progress or something happens, you have to start over. Totally understand the annoyance with that. That happened to me with the Mad Max game back in like 2015 or 16 or whenever it was. It actually did it twice to me. I played through an entire run, it fucked me. I played through an entire another half of a run, it fucked me. So I had to like play through like 2.5 times or whatever you want to say. So it's a little bit annoying there. I totally understand the argument of that. That's not good. Not to defend it at all, but it was, pre any patches or anything. So, like, it doesn't make it excusable. Game should have launched, even if it was for a pre-release working. If you're giving it to the public, it should be working. That's for damn sure. So yeah, that's a little bit understanding. The other thing that people are complaining about is like the polishing of the game. Like, oh wow, you can't swim and you can't do this. You could swim in Assassin's Creed back in the day, but you can't even swim. To me, like shit like that doesn't matter, right? Like, why are we comparing Star Wars Outlaws to Assassin's Creed, right? Like, yeah, you can talk about how like this open world has this and this one has this, but like, why are we comparing these features, right? They're completely different games. So they have different looks on how they're dealing with certain scenarios and situations, right? I mean, that's like you comparing like Grand Theft Auto 5 to Just Cause 3. Oh, well, Just Cause 3, I have a fucking wingsuit and I can do this and I can do that and the explosions go out of the world and the map is destructible. GTA 5 doesn't have it, so it's shit. It's so far behind. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're two different styles of games and two different types of games, and the way that they deal with stuff is different. Now, I get they're both through Ubisoft, right? But come on now, why are we dogging it on those little tiny monotonous things like that? Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Let's look at everything else the game has to offer, all right? First of all, let's look at how this is the first Star Wars game, like legitimate Star Wars open world game that's come out in how many years? Like, what? Maybe, I can't even think off the top of my head, but like maybe ever. So like, okay, we have a huge first step because that's a game like this. Another thing that I praise the game on is, well, I knew it was going to be amazing because it's Ubisoft and it's like one of the only things that they actually do good is environments. So like the environments, the planets, everything phenomenal. Another thing I can praise the game on is that it has original characters, even if the characters are kind of cringe and whatever. They're original, okay? There might be stuff that's not realistic, but they're original characters. I can praise the game on that. We're not sitting here, milking a franchise with characters that are, 30 years old, right? Like we're bringing new original characters to the table. I really can appreciate that. And I like other things like there's little details with the game. Like, for instance, we're dogging the game on how we can't swim, but I think a really cool feature of the game is like you can pick some guns up and use them as you're going through. And you don't get unlimited ammo. When you're done with it, the gun's done. Like, stuff like that is cool. The whole, like, structure of how you're kind of working in the underworld ish is really interesting. Now, something that's kind of weird with it is like you can basically fuck over a cartel and nothing will happen to you. Where, like, realistically, if you did that to a cartel, they're chopping your head off, right? But in this instance, you can do something like that and it doesn't matter. It's like, well, your reputation went down. Oh, darn it. But I have a contract for you. We can bump that reputation right back up. So it's like you can lose it, but then you can get it back. And then or it's like you can lose it and then you can find intel and then turn it in and then get it bumped back up. It is a little interesting, but I like how it's not like permanent, right? It's like the Hut cartel goes down, you're done. You're not bringing that back up, buddy. Like you can bring it back up if you do accidentally bring it down. So there are a lot of things about this game that I actually really, really like. One thing that, like, I've not really heard here and there about it is like the sizing of the worlds. I think people were bitching about that for a little bit, about how like there's only 2 planets that you can drive for 5 minutes across the entire planet. It's like, okay, well, first of all, if you're driving in a straight line for 5 minutes in this game, that's a pretty long distance because your speeder fucking zooms, okay? So let's not go busting the game's balls on that, okay? It ain't no fucking GTA 5 where it takes 20 minutes to drive around the map, but like it's not the size of your like little toe, right? It's a decent sized map. And again, I haven't gotten to the other maps like Tatooine and stuff, so I can't talk on it. Kijimi is definitely a little small. It's really just like a hub area-ish, but it has a cool orbit with like the nebula and stuff, so there's other things. It's not just like Kijimi is like, oh, this tiny little planet. Like, it's got a bigger orbit and stuff going on outside of it as well, so it offers other things than just that little tiny base. Well, it's not even tiny, really, because you can go around in there, and there's little intricate areas that you can go to, but it's not like Tashara or something where like you can explore all around the map, or I'm assuming how Tatooine's going to be, how you can just explore all around the desert and the open world. So I do like the variety in that, though, the variety and the size. I don't like how you get thrown in and the map's just fucking huge. And also, like, talking about the maps, the open world, again, I haven't gotten to Tatooine, so I can't talk about it, but at least from Tashara's perspective, a map that's actually explorable, it's not like super bloated, right? Like when we were talking about games like Assassin's Creed Valhalla and stuff, like that game, super bloated map, like didn't want to do anything, checklist of things to do. This game doesn't really have that, right? Doesn't really have like checklists of things to do, doesn't really feel bloated. You kind of figure out about stuff by overhearing conversations or getting intel or something like that. So it feels a little more natural. You're not just like, there's a check mark on the map, I'm going to go over there. There's a question mark over there, I'm going to go over there. There are check marks on your little compass thing, but they don't actually show up on the map. So that kind of forces you to explore the areas and not just like, there's a question mark, going to go set a waypoint and I'm going to go ride to it. I like how the bounty system is set up. Really, everything about the game I really like. I don't really think there's nothing about it that I dislike per se. I just know that people were a little bit annoyed that it wasn't polished when they were showing off the pre-launch footage and then all the other like little stupid things that people were complaining about. But overall, I'm enjoying the game. I'm playing through. I'm making full collectible guides over on Trophy. I shouldn't say collectible. It probably will be collectibles. But I'm making full collectible and trophy guides over on Trophy Nerds Gaming. So if you're struggling with anything, be sure to go check over there for any trophy or collectible guides. And hopefully we'll be getting a platinum trophy video out soon for this. Also, you can tune into the live streams on Twitch where I'll be playing this live the next week pretty frequently. So go follow over there and tune in if you see that go live. But again, really, really enjoying the game and looking forward to continuing to move through with it. And then getting into the last game here, we've got 1-2 whopping word search, which I got from Eli and Treefall Studios as a pre-release. Appreciate you guys for that. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I am doing a giveaway for one code in both North America and Europe. So if you guys are interested in entering for the draw for that, you can go over to the Platinum Trophy video, like it, sub to the channel, leave a comment down below on that video with your PSN and the preferred region that you want, and I will pick somebody I'll pick 2 people this weekend, and hopefully you guys can get a nice little platinum trophy. I did do a giveaway on Twitter as well, so there'll be four copies of the game going out to 4 lucky people. 2 already got picked, so. But yeah, the game. What do I have to say about it? I really enjoyed it. I played the first 2 1-2 word search game. So I was kind of aware of what I was getting myself into, but yeah, I really like this. I like how there was regular size puzzles, there was these big size puzzles, and then you had these things called time medals, which were really interesting, and then also hidden words. And the game tracks everything that you need to do very well. Like if you're over a puzzle, it'll tell you if you've completed the puzzle, if you've gotten a time medal for the puzzle, or if you've found the hidden word in the puzzle. And the time medal is just beating it in under 2 minutes. So what you can kind of do is like get all the words solved and then like take a picture if you want to, and then you can just solve it real quick after that. But completely up to you. But the hidden words is definitely pretty difficult because it makes you think about kind of like what it would be, because all the puzzles are based on a set of words, right? Like elements, or like I think the last one I had to get my platinum in was like articles of clothing or something. So you look at the words that you need to look for, and then you're like, well, what doesn't fit here, right? Like there's something that doesn't fit, or like elements, right? It was like platinum, silver, blah, and you're like, okay, well, there's no gold listed there. Gold seems like it would be a good element that should be up there. So you kind of have to think about what would fit, and then you then have to go find the word in the puzzle. But like if what you're thinking about isn't in the puzzle, then you could kind of be spinning your wheels for a little bit. So I think it's pretty interesting to have that factor of the hidden words, and I really enjoyed it. And if you're not using a guide, it could take a little longer for you to get that. If you're using a guide, obviously it'll take you no time at all. But I was able to, like I said, get the game early, so there were no guides out. So I was fortunately able to get it all done by myself. But I really, really enjoyed this game. And if you guys haven't played it already, again, join the giveaway. You might be able to get it for free. If you don't get it for free, I would suggest to go pick up the word search bundle that's on the PlayStation Store, where you get 1-2 word search and 1-2 whopping word search. Great games. So yeah, that's everything I've been playing. We're a smooth 20-something minutes in. I'm giving you guys that weekly content, you know what I mean? Weekly. And you know what I just realized? My camera froze. Please hold. I love when it does that. Who knows how long it's been frozen? Hold on. Hold on, boys. Hold on. I love when it does this. It's not even letting me. It's not even letting me. It's not even letting me deactivate it. That's great. Okay, there we go. We're back. I don't know how long that was I don't know how long that was frozen for. Apologize for that. Apologize for that, guys. Yeah, don't take my fucking head out of this, bro. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Don't take my head out of that. All right. Apologize for that, guys. It was probably frozen for like 30 minutes. But it is what it is. All right, so that's everything that I've been playing over the past few weeks. Let's talk about what I plan on playing in the upcoming weeks. So the main game that I'm going to be playing in the upcoming weeks is obviously Star Wars Outlaws. Going to try to finish getting trophy and collectible guides out for that over on Trophy Nerds Gaming. There's a few things that I do want to go back to at some point. Like, for instance, I want to get back to this Jimboree, the Onin War game. Played it on stream a few times. Never really got back to it. I'm really slacking on that, so I would like to get back to that. Obviously, play Fallout 76 when I can. And then with doing knack, like, I do want to do knack 2 just to get them both done, but like it's not super high on the priority list. And then there's a few other things that I want to do. Like, there's a game that I started playing a while ago. I put it down because I didn't have my steering wheel. You guys could probably tell, but my steering wheel is out now, so I can play it. So it would be down here. I think it's down here. Honestly, I could not tell you where it is. It's Let me search. Hold, please hold. Please hold. Dirt Rally 2.0. Yeah, I have my steering wheel out so I can try to get through this Colin McRae DLC. I kind of put it down for a minute, but yeah, I'd like to get back to this and get this done, and then I can get this platinum, because the rest of the stuff that I have to do in the base games is pretty simple stuff. So yeah, that would be really nice. So that's a little random game on the side that I'd like to get done at some point, not a super high priority. And then obviously I always have my games that I've platinumed and not 100%ed that I'd like to get back to. Games like Resident Evil 8, which I have out. I'm ready to go. Got the DLC downloaded, and I'm ready to rock and roll with that. That might be a stream game. Definitely going to be a stream game. Then like Among Us, Horizon Forbidden West, God of War Ragnarok, Wolong, just a laundry list of these games that I need to do and get back to. But yeah, this is a priority that I'd like to focus on. And then with it being like baseball and getting into football season, I'm really itching. Itching is probably a wrong word. I shouldn't be saying that. I'm really jonesing to play MLB The Show and Madden games. So I might actually be playing The Show 22 and Madden 22 soon, sooner rather than later. I know Madden 25 just came out. So I could do The Show, or I could do Madden 22, and I know Madden 22 is like the last year of like the quote unquote easy Maddens, where you don't have to do the bullshit with the single player and everything. So this could be something that I could probably knock out. Just looking at the trophy list here, I could probably knock this out in like no time at all. Let's see what it has. 50 yards, 3 pass, 3 create a league, relocate a team, complete a fantasy draft, participate in a Pro Bowl, win head-to-head, win the Super Bowl in an online league, reveal a rookie's X factor, draft a hidden dev, free agent. Bro, this is all. I could literally get this platinum in probably like 4 hours. Not even. That's actually insane. This is actually insane. This is the easiest ultra or platinum I could probably get. That's fucking crazy. There's no single player. All right, well maybe we'll do that real quick. I think I could get both those games done in a weekend. That's actually absurd. That's actually insane. Holy shit. But yeah, I'll probably do The Show 22 first and then do Madden after. But yeah, that's one thing that I've been wanting to do as well. And then there's a few new games coming out. I have one over here. Please hold. I also have Mud Runner that I want to get back to. So obviously Star Wars, we got that. We playing that right now. This is a game that I've actually been looking forward to for a long time. And I don't know when I'll play it. I'm hoping I play it soon, but with Assassin's Creed Shadows coming out, I'm probably going to go right from Star Wars Outlaws to Shadows just with the time. But maybe after Shadows, I'll play this. But yeah. Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Been looking forward to this game for a pretty long time. And the trophy list released a while ago, and I didn't even know that the game, be honest with you, I didn't even know the game was coming out. I knew that it was coming out, right? But like, I didn't know that it was legit. You know what I mean? They've been talking about this game for the longest fucking time, and then all of a sudden it's coming out, which is crazy. But yeah, it's based in Hong Kong. It's a 1-on-1 scale racing game with fully licensed cars and everything, just like every other test drive game where it's like 1-to-1. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I don't know. It looks like no one's earned the platinum yet, but I don't know if something's unobtainable. Complete a hot heads and high stakes in the same season. Don't know what that means, but yeah, we'll have to look into that. But I'm looking forward to playing that. And then, like I said, Assassin's Creed Shadows, when it comes out, I'm definitely going to be playing that day one. But my main focus is going to try to be Star Wars Outlaws, because I would like to get that done. And then, like I said, maybe doing the Show 22 and Madden 22. Just seeing how easy that Madden list is makes me a little excited, because I know Madden 23 and 24 is pretty difficult from what I saw. I believe it's going to take me probably about 100 hours to get that done. But then I believe Madden 25 is really easy. Like, they go back to well, they do have the max level with the avatar in each position, but it might be easier. I don't know. We'll look at it when we get around to it, but 22 is definitely going to be like a walk in the fucking park. That's honestly embarrassing. No single player. Jeez, man. Whatever. I'll take it. I'll take it. Easy plat. Easy plat. Anyway, I didn't say it at the beginning, but because I had so much other shameless plugs going on, but let me know what you guys have been playing down in the comments below. If you guys have been getting any platinums, making any progress on the games, looking forward to anything. Another thing that I kind of want to try to focus on, which I know I already have a shit ton going on, but getting back to PS3 multiplayer games would be kind of nice. There's a few PS3 games that I really want to play and get the multiplayer done for that I've either already started or I haven't started and I really want to do. So just with how the PS3's kind of been recently, I kind of would like to try to do that. That's why I did Need for Speed Rivals recently, but yeah, we'll just see how that goes. I think one of the games I was going to start on was Grid Autosport. I had already started on it, but that I was going to try to finish. And then I have other games like BioShock 2 and then like Resident Evil 5 and 6 and some various other things. So I do want to try to get those done as well. But there's just so much other stuff going on. And to be fair, I have not been playing as many games as I've wanted to play, mainly because we did get a dog. She's not in here right now. If you guys have showed up to the streams, well, only one stream, I guess, but she hangs around here. You'll see her every once in a while. She'll just kind of mosey her way in and mosey her way out. But I've been spending a decent amount of time with her, so I haven't really been gaming as much as I've wanted to game and everything. But hopefully, getting into this colder season, we'll be able to snuggle in and get some stuff done and get some platinum stuff. When does Assassin's Creed Shadows come out too? Isn't that in November 11th or something? I don't know. I need to get Star Wars Outlaws done. I'm really enjoying the game, but I just have not been playing it. So I really need to do that. But anyway, yeah, let me know what you guys have been playing down in the comments below. If you got any platinums, any progress, anything like that. I love reading through everybody's stuff. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. If you haven't made it this far and you if you haven't made it this far, well, if you haven't made it this far, you wouldn't have heard it. But if you have made it this far and you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing for more trophy content like this. And I hope to see you guys all around sometime soon.